Hello, Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a quick pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Yeah. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today. It's Monday. Yeah. Beautiful Monday. Welcome to the ride. As you guys come and go ahead and share up the team because wow. We call this Wow Monday. How about that? Wow Monday, it is. Thompson Cador, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for locking it on. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a lot to discuss, guys. A whole lot. Let me go ahead and share the program on a few pages right here. And I encourage you guys to do the same because we still haven't gotten over our shadow blocking from Facebook. So we kind of have to do it ourselves. All right. So go ahead and share. I'm doing my do as well. Share. Hey, how you doing, Gordon Boney? Thank you so much for locking it down. Share here. All right. Did my share. All right, guys. So my guest today has held back that story for many years, right? She lived through the worst, and in a lot of in a lot of people mind who go through this situation, guys, you can't really dictate to them when exactly it's time for them to share their story. Especially we're talking about sexual molestation, and especially when you have families involved. So my next guest held back this deep within her for many years, and it really sort of destroyed her inside out, right? So she decided to contact us to share this story because she do believe that by sharing this story, she would get out all of these emotion that haunts her at night and also help others that might be going through the same thing or possibly went through the same thing. Good night, Malika. How are you doing? So I want everybody to share the program, guys. I want everybody to share the program a couple times. Ina, thank you so much. If you shared already, share again, guys, because it's a story of hope. It's a story of courage. My next guest, she actually was sexually molested. Every time I hear these stories and them, it's really sad because I remember some of the first stories we did on Ride Along Live was sexual molestation. And after I did a study in this whole thing, I've recognized that in some cases, 7 out of 10, could you imagine? Some cases, 7 out of 10 young women in the Caribbean are some sexually molested. Could you believe the statistic? Crazy and sad. Moisha Rush, thank you so much. How are you doing? Welcome to the ride. Thank you. Everybody share. I want my next guest to feel welcome. I want her to understand and know that this is a safe space because she is not the only one. She went through this. She's living through it. She wants to help others. And she recognized, as I said, that she is not the only one, and by coming and sharing her story. And she developed a lot of courage, right? Because you could imagine, coming and speak about this thing to the world is not something that everybody is ready to do. You never know when you're actually ready, all right? Share, guys. Share. Yes, guys, we still do have a situation with Facebook and the inability to push out notifications properly. So we have to do it ourselves. All right. Sharon Dwyer, big up yourself. Thank you so much. All right, let me see let me connect with my guest right now. She is chatting with us on the phone. She is currently in Grenada. And the only reason why she not coming on in video is because she had some connection issues. But let's welcome her Her name is Golan, and she's live in Grenada right now. Golan, are you there? Could you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Thank you so much for even taking the initiative to contact us to share this story. Welcome to the ride. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm all right for the moment. Thank
Yes.
God for
Yes.
strength.
Yes. 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 Well, we understand, and
They say,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was saying thank God for life, health, and strength and carry me out for the day. Safe.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, we really want to hear your story, of which I would call a story of triumphant. You would really show how strong you are, and how you overcame and you're overcoming this devastating situation that happened to you. Start with us, from as far back at the beginning as you could start, probably like when you was a little girl, and let's hear your story. Go right ahead. And I may stop you from time to time. I don't want to interrogate you. I just want you to be free to just share your story. And if the viewers have any question, I may ask a question. But we're really here to hear your story. So just go ahead.
All right. Um, well, good night, everybody, everyone who listening. My name is Golan, as everyone knows. um, I'm a bit shy because first time because I make up my mind, I had to make up this strong mind to let out
Yes.
because I've been going through so much. People being on like living on my past while I'm trying to be a better person in the present, and it's like it's kind of challenging, but I have faith and I know what I'm about and I have responsibilities. So before I start my story, I just want to say that um, whosoever might be listening, there is a lot of people, I know that people all over the world might be listening to me who know me and who might know certain things about my background and whatever, who want to laugh, who want to cry, who want to, make fun of my situation. But I would just want to say, like, I'm not the only one. So, and I'm a human being, and I believe in myself, and I don't see myself as the worst. So I would just be who I am and just say as it is and be free.
Yes. I agree.
Right. It all started like my mom have well actually my mom have 11 of us. I'm
Right.
the first in my siblings, in all the siblings, the elder one, like the first in the girls, but second in all my mom kids, right? Growing up it was very tough. It was hard based on my mom background and support background, financial situation, like we grow up and stuff like without a mother and whatever it is, like they had their past as well. So based on how they being kids, right?
Yes.
Some that. So it was very tough for me. It was challenging. At the age of 7 years, I remember it had a night like my mom. And well, I have this step. How I should start. There's so much I have to say, but let me just.
Yeah. Just take your time. Just take your time. Take your pace, because I know it's important that you get out a lot of this information. And as I said, as a way to get it out of your system, but also as a way to help others that are going through this same situation. So you probably okay. Let me give you a start then. Tell us about your childhood days growing up.
Right. My childhood days growing up, it was very tough. Well, far as I don't have childhood days because I always I learned to do things on my own. Like, I had to, at the age of maybe 6 years, I started to wash clothes for my mom. for my stepfather. I had to do it. I had to learn by force. And my siblings, I had to, sometimes when my mom and my stepdad go to work, I have to stay back to make sure that my siblings gone to school, taken care of. And it was very straightful for me as a kid growing up. But my mind always so it was like, you know, being a kid doing what mommy say, but it have times I would not do what she say, and they will beat me in like I was being abused and stuff, and it was very rough, like it was a lot going through like it at night sometimes my mom and might get angry and she'll beat me out in sleep. I might have to jump out. Sometimes rain falling, I might have to go out, It's been a lot, It was rough, and at the age of 7 years, I got raped at the age of 7 years by my mom's stepbrother. We just said that he had a mental issue, but at the point in time, he was not sick or anything like that. It first started off like he he had this problem, and some like he house ended up burning down, and my mom husband took him because that's his brother, and he would leave his brother on the street and whatever. And it started like every time like my mom and them is not around, like he would watch me Twitter, he would just, try to come around me and stuff. And I would reach out to my mom, but some parents in them days they would say you have big man action, you had too much advice in the head, so it was never the truth for them.
Right.
Until that
hold on.
night it happened.
Stick a pin there real quickly. So after it happened to you, you spoke to your mom, right? You told your mom about it?
Yes.
And what did she do?
Yeah, well, she died. Well, my mom that came and actually catch him along.
Or your mom caught him raping you?
Yeah, yeah, but she was not listening to me because at the time I asked her, like she was Adventism time. I mean, I'm not going to my story. I wouldn't put everything on my mom, because I mean, it's like based on how she grew up and stuff. Like she not fully educated in that sense, but I mean, once somebody have like know right from wrong, you're supposed to understand your child, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, but hold on. She caught him raping you, and you had to defend that. Like she didn't take action. She didn't get a piece of spice wood and hit him over the head with it. She didn't deal with him.
She did not hit. No, she did not hit him. The only thing she did was she took me. Well, she took me and went out the road, and she was upset and she was asking me questions and stuff. And at the point in time, she was frightened that she might have gone like take jail because I was underage them time. So then it comes like they did not make any fuss about it, like to let it reach out to the streets. They was trying to have it like a secret, but I was the one that speak up because it's at a time like when I was going to school, I remember like my mood and everything was changed because I mean getting abused by they beating me when sometimes I do wrong thing. I'm not saying they're supposed to scold me, but the way like she used to beat me is like it's like she want to kill me out of frustration. She used to be beating me and stuff, and I understand that, but at the end of the day, it was very it was unfair for me at the point in time because I mean going to school and seeing other children and knowing that I'm already in that situation and then that come and happen to me is like I just see everything different. So one of the teachers find it was strange, like I was not talking to anyone. So they called me in the office and they asked me the question like what's going on, and I said, well, look what happened, and they sent social worker for me. The police came at evening and they asked for my mom. And well, that at the point in time when they came, my mom was at home. She went to look for at that time they used to go and look for coconut to make oil. So she and her sister went to go and look for coconut, and I went to show them where she was and wherever discuss that with whatever with her. I wasn't around when was talking to her. The only thing I remember, they said that they was going with me like for some weeks to ask me some question, and the weeks on years where I end up in home.
So,
Yeah,
so, so again, I don't want to interrogate you about this because I don't want you to relive those times, right? But I'm just trying to understand this particular instant. Your mom caught someone raping her 7-year-old daughter. She didn't do anything drastic about it to protect you. The authorities found out about it, and you end up getting I say the shitty end of the stick anyway. Did your
yeah.
mother or did police intervene? Did the authorities intervene and dealt with the situation? Because you was a minor, you were 7 years old. Now in hindsight, you could understand that, probably when you were 7, you didn't understand what was happening, but now you could understand. Did they take action against your mother for neglecting and not standing up for you as a 7-year-old child?
Well, to be honest, nothing really. Nothing really. I never get no satisfaction with that. To be honest with you, it's been a lot with me. Like the same question you're asking me there.
Uh-huh.
I find it was unfair to me as well. Like knowing that, she come and actually catch him on top of me, and like imagine that the and let me just cool down myself. Imagine it's like I live with this thing I went in the home and only once my mom ever visit me, and I have to find my way to reach out to my mom so that she could come to visit me.
Yeah, but
But
how did you
it was,
actually end up in the home again? Explain to us how you eventually ended up in the home. I missed that part.
I ended up in the home because I've been abused and sexually abused. I've been abused by beating me and have to go to school with marks and sometimes fresh wounds on my skin, and and then the guy come and have sexually abused me. So they take me away when they do the research in background, I guess, as much child welfare, and they find that the environment was not healthy for me. They remove me and bring me in the home.
Right. Okay. So you ended up in the home. And we're talking about
Yeah.
like what? At that time it was 7, 8, 9, around that age?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Did you feel or did you get the impression at this time that your mother didn't want you or your mother wasn't doing what she was supposed to do as a mother?
To be honest, yes, I did feel neglected. I did feel like, like I don't deserve to live. My mother never loved me, and I had a hard time. Although I'm still going through a little, but I still it's not like that bad as before. You know, I'm still stuck from because of my same mother again.
Yeah.
And right now me and my mom have a good relationship. It's very sad, which I always ask God why, but He alone knows, to be honest. Because at the age of when I went in the home, I had hard time. I had to get counseling and stuff because I always wanted to. This thing been haunting me until like the guy damaged me and stuff. The doctor said I wouldn't be able to have kids and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I
Wow.
was in the home, it was very hard. I tried to, maybe twice I tried to run away and all because, seeing on Saturday sometimes when they have visiting hours, even if the kids are in the home, we see one of the relatives coming to visit them. And then I'm not seeing any one of my relatives showing up. So I used to feel like, I'm nobody, like, I don't deserve to love, like to be loved by, because if my dad was a jailbird, used to be doing a lot of wrong stuff, doing and always making time for jail, but not his daughter. And then my mom had my other siblings, and then she was in a relationship that was toxic, and she was just taking out the rage on her kids, and it was very stressful for me, you know. I get I got in the home at the age of 14 years when I started to get more understanding of, and after this time, like it's been long enough that my parents are outside, my siblings are outside, and I need my family. I needed my relative.
Yes.
So I started to give little, like fighting with the girls and trying to, to just to get to go home.
Yes.
But it had that time that my father came to take me out from the home and stuff. And after that, I went home. It's so sad. Like after all these years, I didn't see my mom and my siblings. It's like the greeting, like the welcome was not either pleasant
So
because
while you was at the home, did your mom ever come and visit you?
only once from how much years passed.
So how long you was in the home for?
Well, when the incident happened, they like about a month after they took me away from my mom, and then from since then I've been in the home until I was 14 years.
Wow. And for that 6 or 7 years, 5 or 6 or 7 years period, your mom only came and visit you one time?
Yes, she did, and I find my way. It's me that How come I get in touch with my mom? Is this lady that came that it recently came to work in the home, and then she watched me that day and she was like, she find like she know my face from somewhere, and then she started questioning me and asking me like, who is my parents and stuff, and I've been telling her who it is, and then she said, well, me and your relative, and she gave me a number. I said, well, I want to know like how my mother do get in contact with my mom. And that's how I start speaking to my mother at times. And most of the times it's I who doing the calling, like be calling her and stuff. They wouldn't like say to call to find out how I'm doing. Is I the one I've been pushing myself all the time.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Let me just update everyone a little bit on the story here. Um, Guys, this is a very serious story because as I said, when you check the analytics, the fact is that almost 7 in 10 women are being sexually molested. That's a lot. That's a whole lot in our Caribbean region. And my guest here today, she's sharing her story. Golani, she's sharing her story about how she was sexually molested not once, but many other times. She just shared one of her experience where she said that, her mom actually caught the guy, was a very close friend to her mom, caught the guy on top of her, a 7-year-old child. Imagine that, a 7-year-old child and a big old man having sex with a 7-year-old child. She absolutely don't think or didn't think that her mother did the right thing in, protecting her. She felt like she was out there in the wilderness. She was also being physically and mentally abused at that young age growing up. During that period of time, she had to go to a home. She stayed in the home for like about 5, 6 years. And while in the home, her mom, what she's saying is that her mom only came to visit her like about once. And she had to initiate the conversation. So it's safe to say, based on her story, that her mom simply didn't act it like as if she cared about her at all, right? I know we're speaking about your mom, but let's now go to your father. What type of relationship did you have with your father?
To be honest, with God, I have a good relationship with my father, and that is God. But my physical father, to be honest, I don't have no good relationship with this man. And it's very sad for both parents to be, neglecting the child, and for both parents, like, your child have to reach that age and to be, crying out or be sharing the story about what they both put me through.
Yes.
It's very sad. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to heal myself. And nobody cannot do that but myself.
True.
So me and my dad, we don't have a good relationship. And the reason for that, I could go ahead and talk.
Yeah, go right
continue
ahead.
talking.
Go right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead.
The reason for me and my dad, this whole relationship thing with me and him, is the same one that took me out from the home. It's the same one that threatened to kill me and actually raped me a month after I came from that home.
Who? Your father?
It's my father. Because of why? The reason for that, when I reached my mom, because when my father signed the documents to take me out from the home, because my mother was not interested, my mother wasn't taking interest in signing the papers. So they asked me if I have anybody that, if I have any contact. So I always remembered my grand aunt numbers. So I called them. And that time, my father was out of prison. So he came down to sign the forms and whatever. But they make him know that I wouldn't be able to stay with him, that I would have to stay with my mom. So he took me at my mom's house. And my mom was just surprised. She was like, "Where you going?" And I was like, "I come home." And she was like, "No, you don't have space for you in the house.
Oh, Lord.
That you have to go back." Yeah, that was her answer. "You don't have no space for me, that I have to go back in the home." So it becomes depressive. It started becoming a stress for me. So I had no option. And, I was saying to myself, he's my dad, and I would never think that he would hurt me, even if he being a bad person to other people outside, that he wouldn't do that to his daughter. And that time, my father was on drugs. And it had a night, I remember, I went, it had a night, I remember I was home in my father's house, where he lives in a family yard, right? And when he live in a little house by himself, which my other aunts have houses around. And it had a night, I don't know what, this man, I was lying down on the floor, and the man come over me with a knife in my neck and threatened me that if I ain't give him sex, that he will slice my throat. To be honest, I had no option because I was frightened that time.
Mm-hmm.
I just, the tears was bathing me. It was very sad. And I just ease up because I didn't want to die. But after that, I thought like when he done that to me, and I reached out to my aunt where he was living, that they would have stand up for me. But instead of that, both turn around and tell me that I was lying on my father, and they run me out. They tell me not to come back around them, which I left. And then my life began on the street. I got the opportunity to go to school in Wesley College. I dropped out at Form 2. I was about to go in Form 2. I dropped out because it was very stressful for me. I have an aunt at Cherry who used to assist me, but she had other children to carry out, to bring to school, And I find like it was unfair because my both mom and dad, they're strong and healthy. And when I was putting too much pressure on my aunt, to me, it was not a problem for my aunt, but to me, it felt like I was, putting too much pressure on my aunt, because my aunt is a very helpful person. She always willing to help one of she family children. So it wasn't only me alone she was willing to assist. So I just give up. And then I started to live on the streets. I couldn't live at my mom's house because when I reached out to them, they turned me down. It's like I saw my life like I don't want it, like I don't deserve to be loved. And I just was going about in my mind, like, anybody could just use me and just kill me after, because if my mom and my dad could treat me that way, then who is human? Who is people there? They will leave nothing left for people to do me. So since that, like, my life just turned upside down. I start, people might know me, men, like I had to force myself to be with men, to get things to eat, to have a life. I've been in an abusive relationship where men, boyfriend. I had this individual boyfriend who used to be beating up on me. Where sometimes when I turned to him, she would run me. She would like, she don't care that you are a boyfriend. And I was still young. I didn't ready for a boyfriend. It's just like, I was just doing it because they hurting me, No, I also reached a point that I even tried to take my life. I end up in hospital. I end up in Mount Gay for counseling, because it was a lot for me to deal with. And at the end of the day, it's very stressful, but sometimes it just come by.
No, I understand. Just take a break. Just take a breather real quick. Just take a breather.
Yeah.
Just take a breather. Just take a quick breather, guys. Yeah. She been through a lot, as you guys could well hear and understand. All right. Mother not taking care of her responsibility. Father putting knife to her throat and raping his own daughter. I'm sure statute of limitation and expire on this situation yet. So this is a serious situation. I hope that could be go to litigation as well, and people who are actually contributed to this face some kind of retribution, something, because this is sad beyond imagination, as you well could imagine. She had to live her life turned upside down because her mother didn't want her and her father raped her. So you could imagine. And oftentimes people look on the street and they see women and they see doing certain things just to survive, and they might say, "Oh, why this girl doing that? Why you don't change your life?" Not knowing and understanding that the reason why she had to be on the street, the reason why she probably had to sell herself, the reason why she may be dealing with situation with boyfriend and lovers or people in her life that she can't get away from when they're abusing her, is because she don't even know what is love. She don't know what love is. Right? Think about it. When she said, and she didn't say it, but when she said that people could have just take advantage of her and do anything to her and get rid of her because she had nothing to live for. If her mother and her father ain't taking up the responsibility, what? I mean, is anything? Anybody could just take it? Right? And we're talking about a situation in Grenada. This is not foreign, This is not a foreign country, This is Grenada. Funny thing is, I know she's not the only one. So, let's come back to you. Are you back now? Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready to take a break, just do that. All right. Whenever you're ready to stop, just let me know. So.
Yeah, ready to speak.
So, you out on the street, fending for yourself, being abused, being taken advantage of, guys coming in your life to survive, to get meals, to just survive. You probably had to do things that you wasn't comfortable with, or you didn't like, or you didn't want. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever attempted to just ask your mom, why me? Or why is she not, or why is she neglecting you? Why is she not living up to her responsibility as a mother to just be there to help you, at least get you? Have you ever spoken to her about that?
To be honest, yes. I will tell you, my mom had a rough life as well. I'm not making excuse for her. She had a rough life as well. I mean, growing up, they had to, when they had to go to school, they had to stay home to do activity to grow up real hard. They never grew up with mother or their father. But what I'm saying is like the strong elder people that that showing them love and stuff. And I mean, even if like you've been through like your life, been through a tough time. I mean, it's hard times like sometimes when reality hits you, sometimes you might feel that type of way. But I mean, you have kids love you, like willing to show you love, and you just keep on pushing them away. It really hurts, eh?
Yes.
Me and my mom, I had a question, but you know what? My mom always said to me, she never liked me. She never liked me, and I will tell you one of the reasons why I believe my mom never liked me. I would read that stage in just now. I would end it why my mom would say to myself, my mom like me, even if she might say to me to hurt my feelings, which is not right, but I will say that because I mean, how you can make your children and you pushing them to anger and you and your children will be me and my mom. It's sad to know like sometimes when my mom says stuff to me that I will answer back and stuff. You know, I just tired with it. I've been through so much when they're not present, or either when they're present, like none of them ain't standing up for me. So it's like it's very hard to have that communication. Even if I'm trying to build that with her, she still will do stuff to push me away. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
I would, mom, my mom have well, this whole thing come with this rape thing and everything, like where I had to, as I said, where I had to sleep on the bus shed sometimes. Nobody never know that. Sometimes I used to have to sleep um in this primary school. When 5 o'clock in the morning, I used to be out on the street. I looking normal, always have a smile on my face. And this is why I choose to tell my story because when people see me on the street, they always see me smiling. They never see me like to that person to be struggling or being through so much. And they would just like come at me sometimes hear somebody say something and they will come down at me like I'm the worst person or like I don't deserve nothing good in this life. And I just want them to hear me out tonight. That is
Yes.
why I decide to talk.
And yes, again, we want to give you the full opportunity to just let it out. Just speak, just let it out.
Yeah. I remember time it had this man to when my a time my mom threw me out and we had a misunderstanding because my mom is a lady like this. She used to say all kind of nasty stuff about me. She on top of that, they still don't make time for me and on top I mean, honestly, I say, it's how we create it. It's just, it's like my mom used to be going on her job site and was running our children, would say nasty stuff about me, would tell people like we is home and would say all kind of thing. If she like would say we it's a whole thing she used to be saying. So it's like she doing it to me until maybe my other siblings might move in a type of way. And she still will help people betray us.
Yes. Yes.
So even if we talk, even if I turn to someone in my neighborhood, like they might think twice to look out for me because look what my mom always saying, look what my mom always saying. So, and I'm just tired of it. So it's just
No.
I don't know what else to say because I go through so much thing when I was in the street and them don't even have an idea. Or if they
Yes.
do, they don't even care.
You said you
Because
said
I
so
remember this time.
you said something there that I just want to just touch on a bit. Um, you would sleep under bus shed and sleep under primary schools and stuff like that, and then when you're out in the street, you're smiling. How are you able to live such a horror life and then smile? Where do you get that energy from to even smile or to even look happy?
because
Were you scared of what people in
because
society was thinking about you or would say about you?
yes, I was scared because people used to be teasing me a lot sometimes when I used to be going in Grenville and stuff. People used to be telling me, like, watch my father, she father sex and she father, oh, they would use it in the raw, or like, bully me and stuff. Like, people would just show that, like, would just say things about me sometimes, say things, and not stuff what my mom would be saying or what it is true. So it's have times like I have to force myself, like, just to be normal just to because I always think like one day there will be sun, even if it's rainy, even if it's stormy. One day that person to be out there right now and to really smile, real smile, you know. So I always train myself to smile.
Yes.
Situation by people. I just trying to make comfort myself because I don't want people to like when I reach out to certain persons that they take my past and try to abuse me by that again.
Yes.
So that is one of the reasons why I try to keep that smile.
Yeah. It's a mask. You put that mask, you're masking all the pain and the frustration and the hurt that you're going through. Talk to us about finding someone or relationship. How difficult was it now to actually fall in love? Or have you ever, been in a situation where you see someone, you love that person reciprocate the love, that person care for you, that person take care of you as it should as a woman. Have you ever, found love? Or did you ever found love?
Huh. Well, to be honest, I would say like I've been trying it for I the answer is not complicated. Yes. To me I was in love, but at a point in time the individual was not in love with me. I would say that because I lived with it for 11 years and it's been bad on my end because even if he will buy stuff for me, he will buy clothes for me, but he will still cheat on me. We always have to fight in public that leave with me because I always want to be loved and truly be loved by somebody. Not tell me that they love me and then when they out, it is a different story. And I know the energy, the time, and the effort I'm putting into that person and that individual, and they do like they're not. I'm not getting it back. So it been very depressing for me. I've been a lot in relationship as well, as where I hurt myself anytime by trying to kill myself numerous times. Wish that I was never alive. I've been going through so much until my same mom again, getting herself involved and just, like she will talk one with me and then behind my back she will be, different talk with my companion friend, at the point in time when he was in a relationship, which is my kids, my children. Mind you, I have 3 children, right?
Yes.
But be hard for me, and it's still I'm still going through, and it's like I had to. I don't really find love as it. I don't find true love as it. Honestly,
Right.
I've been used in love, and also all how I try, I just keep on going through it. I don't know for some reason. Sometimes I just ask myself if I'm cursed, which I'm looking at myself as cursed, but because I'm here, even if like bad going around like me, I'm always trying to be my good. People know me as based on my situation. People might say you always aggressive, you always cussing, you always fighting, but I always ask the question: do they take the time out to ask me why,
Right.
or either willing to listen to me? But they don't do that. They come down on me. They want me like as the worst thing. So
Yes. Yes.
I don't really. You asked me one question, but there's a lot I have to say.
No,
Yeah?
no, no.
So
No. I just want you to just speak. I just want you to speak. Just get it out. Just get it all out. As much as you want to. Because I know that there's still a lot in there that you want to get out. And I could even tell there are people watching this live right now that's saying, "Oh my God, this happened to me too." But a lot of people can't find the strength anywhere to come and speak about it. So they live their life. Some people, they're 50, 60, 70 years old, and they haven't spoken about it. And this eat them inside out every day. So your story is not only to help you, it's also to help the millions of people, hundreds and thousands of people out there that went through this same situation and trying to find some strength. So you are the strength for a lot of people right now. You represent a lot of people, trust me. You really do. You was telling me about a situation when you was walking down the street and someone stopped to give you a ride.
Yeah, around that same time, like I was walking on and it had this man like I had nowhere to well, I wanted to reach to town by my aunt, which my aunt's living in Cheryl. And I didn't have any bus fee. So I decided to walk, like, you might say like hop or maybe how others might call it, like when they're looking for a ride. But I was bombing a ride, as we Gradian would say.
Yeah.
And you know, um this man he's ended up stopping and he asked me where I was going. So I told him I was going to St. George's, but the reason why I passed that direction because it was easier for me to get a ride. So he told me that he's going to St. George. He have to go to Sutter side to get to come some from his sister. Which I felt comfortable at the point in time because the man talked with confidence and he showed what he about and he never give me that that fear. I never feel that fear in him, like feel that type of way to have fear in me that he would do me something. I'm talking.
Yes.
So I like after 6 like evening time, but I didn't notice Livera. So that the guy in the back of Livera going up, and he stopped in a Stony Road. That time it was it didn't pave as yet. The concrete they didn't fix the road as yet. It was Stony Road. I was outside in the car waiting, but I find like the guy gone inside and he's not coming out. And it's getting outside getting a little darker. So I opened the car door. So he was like, come in to see his sister. Lord Jesus, I opened the door and I gone inside. The man locked the door.
Wow.
This banana knife behind telling me if I don't give him sex, look and what he would do to me. So I would say what and what he said to me. He said he would beat me up if I don't give him sex. So I was
What he
like,
said?
I
What, no,
started
what he said?
threatening him.
What he said? What he said? Your phone went off there.
He said, sex. If I don't give him sex, he will beat me up.
And that was a
He
complete
would beat me
stranger. That
up.
was a complete stranger. Did you know him?
Yeah. No, I did not. I did not know him. First time I was seeing the guy.
Wow.
And after that, I started to threaten him and tell him, well, my grandfather is a police and my grandfather is a SSU, thinking that the guy would just frighten and let me go. Mister? The man give me two busy boxes and pelt me down on the mattress because the mattress was on the floor. And come on top of me and wrestle with me and let go himself on me. Eh? With that time now, it's like after he did that now, he was like, let he drop me. But still went with it. I had intention. I decided no, I would have done something to him because of what he did to me. Is like this thing that's happening to me one after the other. It's like I at a time to chances to just be myself. It's just like, why am I going through this?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I trusting the wrong set of people? So after the guy did that, he ended up dropping me in this place I call recently I get to know that his promise. No, I mean like recently, like some years back, there is promise and whatever. Mm-hmm. He dropped me in that road late that night, and here what he did, he pretend like the car was giving trouble and that he couldn't reach further. Because, if he dropped by my hand, by that time, like I might say something to them and something wrong might happen to him. And so happened this postman, this man who does deliver.
Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. We're talking about a different guy now? Because I'm still stuck on the one that gave you the two busy box and threw it on the mattress. That's not the same person you're talking about, right?
No, I tell you what happened. I told you that it happened to me with him. Mm-hmm. After a lonely place where I did not know where I was that night.
Right. How long ago was that? How long ago this thing happened? How much years ago?
It just, to be honest, I was just keep on going through in life, just keep on going through on a daily basis, and people don't know, and people did not know that I was through. And people think that, my life was a better rosy because every time they see me, like, I be going through certain things and I still try to smile, as I say, or still try to make myself good. So nobody never really believed that I go through so much. It's like, as long as I get older, it's like things just happening to me as I should put it as. Yeah.
Now, if you see this guy now, would you be able to identify who he is? Do you know him? Do you see him around?
Yes. The last time I
Don't
saw
call
him
his
a
name.
couple
Don't call
like
his name on the live because we want to go through the process of everything.
name.
But you know
I don't know his name.
you know who the person is, right?
Yeah, I know who the guy is.
Okay. And he's still alive. The person's still alive and everything.
It's been a long time now I haven't seen this guy. So I guess I'm not. I don't know if he died or I don't know. But it's been a long time I haven't seen him.
Okay. All right.
And to be honest, I'm not looking for him anyway. I'm not looking out for him.
Yeah. Now I understand. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's a whole lot. And you still live and smile and just go through everything as if.
Yeah, and I still try to help myself. And the funny thing about it is like I and thank God, like I end up to Trinidad. Then to my father. Actually, that's how I started to think different. I started to, try to be myself more by when I went to Trinidad, seeing the life, with how people live and stuff. I was not a follower. I never sell myself like to say like going shoot or anything like that. But I always, fight to work hard, do, man stuff like, construction little thing to hustle, stuff to make a dollar, and
Yes.
still try to come back to help my same mother, right? After all these years. And I have my responsibilities to myself. And my auntie in Trinidad, she said, let me tell you something, Golan. If you dig one pillar hole, somebody will see you and will help you.
Yes.
And I took my advice, came back to Grenada, and I try my best. And I never said, I build a house. But the house is not perfect. It's fly house.
Right.
And I build a house for myself, a woman. So the point where I had to sleep on the street, come and stop because I have a mind that, I have to start my responsibilities because it starts from a young age. So I was mature in it. So, I just wanted my place. So at the age of 21, I had my own little place,
Right. No,
I rent a spot from somebody. I build my house. Although it's still a lot of fight down and stuff sometimes, but I tried to make myself a woman because I didn't want my daughter to go through the same thing. Because my first child was a girl, and she had to go through with me as well.
Wow.
When my child now born, I had little things. I had to sleep on other people's house sometimes with my baby. Go through little things sometimes, put myself in situation just to get a night rest so my daughter wouldn't feel uncomfortable. And after that, I make up a strong mind. It's time for me to get my place. I had my daughter at the age of 16 years. So it's like, and I'm still here fighting to support my mom the best way I could, even if I'm not working, like any little things like people would give to me and share it with them. But it's still not satisfying to them because after all these years, I'm still getting backlash from them. I have a court matter right now where I have with my mom, with she and her boyfriend. She, like I growing up, being abused and stuff, you know, and I don't like to see my mom. I think like I'm getting older and you know that it should stop. And trying to protect my mom, trying to put some sense in her head, but she's still not getting it right. I end up getting the afterblow, you know.
Yeah.
I end up getting the worst of it, and then my same mom still stand up and wish for me to dead. She still wish for me to. I now have still had to fight myself that way. Right now I have to go to brain scan and other things that you know that is me alone and God that is with me. That you know, and I have to force myself right now to run from where I build from my sweat for after all these years. I didn't have a place to stay with me and my children, and I cannot be comfortable and happy around my same mother, and I have to run to come to someone else's place you just to have a peace of mind and just for my mind to just to be focused on my kids because sometimes I might be talking to you and a loss of concentration, like I might be completely forgetting exactly what it is that I was saying. You might have to remind me.
Right. No, I get it. The question that some of the folks are asking, how did you find it or where did you find that strength in you to even try to reconcile some kind of relationship or reconstruct some kind of relationship back with your mom? Did you forgive her?
Yes, I did. I did forgive her. You know, I always say to myself, and I want ladies to listen to. I want everybody to listen to this. You know,
Yes.
they say, well, as I read the Bible, I'm not perfect. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself. Well, as you say, Christian, like to be following up church, but I believe in God,
Right.
and I just pray and true God still right, and He does give me He give me strength, and when I ask Him to make me smile, He makes me. Yeah, He put that smile on my face for to be myself
Yes.
because He see my potential, and to, when I look at my mom and I am a mother today.
Yes.
I said to myself, that is not my portion to judge my mother, to pass judgment, but I will keep my peace. I will do what is right for me, but I would not disown my mom. My mom, if it wasn't for she, I would not have been here right now. You understand? And still would not be able to come out and speak out to people that on my experience and to help others to be outspoken, to say and stop hiding, say as it is and stop hiding things that is going on that is unfair to them in life
Yes.
and in relationship. So when I really sit down and I think about it, and I was on the Imani, and then I do life skill, and they was thinking about how they was talking about to self talk and to different issues, how to overcome certain situation. When I feel depressed, I used to go back in my book and I used to read it, and and you know it helped me to heal certain things about what happened in my past when it was like at a younger age, my mom. And I try to build that relationship back to with her because I don't want to carry her burden. You know what I'm saying? So I live up to God. I just being who I am, who I know God want me to be, and I'm His child, so I'm going to do right. My mom not gonna make me do wrong or either. I wouldn't hate my mother,
Wow.
but I dislike other things. But I don't hate my mother.
What about
I forgive my mother.
what about your father?
And to be honest, I forgive my father, but it is far my father stay away from me is better for me still too.
Okay.
Because after he used to be tracking me, I never get a chance to leave, even if I was being like, I don't know if he wasn't great, he would have been stalking me like I can't have a man, he would be up in my business and this kind of thing. Like numerous times, like I might have to threaten him to kill him. I had it rough. So no, he far away from me, he could just keep on staying far away.
Right. Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Wow. So where are you now? Where are you now in terms of reconstructing your life, putting everything together? How do you get money to do what you need to do? How do you take care of your kids? How do you survive now?
Okay. I will tell you. I survived by my kid's father. We're not together, but he support the kids.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he support the kids when he like on a daily basis. Or I'm not. And I am always content with the little I have. So it's not really a problem with me surviving much. It's kind of although I want a better life and I want a better future because of my kids and for myself, and I need it's time for me to know it feels like to be loved, really be loved by someone or the same energy that I will out that I will get back from someone one day.
Yes.
So it's like it's kind of stressful for me at times too because I'm a woman. I don't really like to depend on people. I like to hustle. I like to be on my foot doing something constructive so I could make ends meet for my kids because I never things when I was growing up I wanted stuff and I never get the opportunity to
Right.
get it. So I always try mindset. But right now, to be honest, I cannot walk right now because of my medical situation where my mom, I would say mom again, trying to put peace and trying to, you know, make her understand that she have other children and she don't need to stay in abuse. And it's like she enjoying her relationship. She used to be enjoying it is until the guy ended up was hitting my mother at night and I went over to ask what's up because he's a guy he always pull guns and always pull weapon. And when I went there, to be honest, I didn't go in an aggressive way. It have times I just get on aggressive. But that night I did not aggressive. I go to him calm and trying to, let him know after hours in the night and then he should. But then instead of I try to put peace, I am the worst end up happening to me. I end up getting stabbed. He end up chopping me in my head and stabbing me up. That right now I'm going
Jesus
through the process.
Christ.
The doctor said to me that I have the cutlass like a skull. I must get a brain scan done. So right now next month on the 20th I have court. And it's just me alone. Mommy not standing up with me, and even if it was for my mother I stand up for. And right now she's not standing up with me. She cussed me and tell me I should have effing dead. And the man should kill me, and all because I was trying to bring peace and trying to show and trying to prove to her that I love her and that she have a daughter to stand up with her no matter what she do or matter what happened. I'm still here, but she doesn't get that point. So that's what forced me to leave my house and they at somebody place right now because I want peace of mind.
Yes.
I want to be myself. I want to be like them, and I see myself as somebody I can do better, and I see my life brighter than how it was before. Call. I don't want.
Guys,
Yeah,
if
so
you this is a lot. I mean, your resilience is unmatched. You are so strong. You are like a bungee. You're just nothing could stop you. Nothing could keep you down. And you know what? A lot of people don't have that same trait. That's a very unique trait. A lot of people, they get knocked down and they stay down. But you, nothing like that. You're a true fighter. You are a true fighter.
yeah,
You're a hero to a lot of people. People that's watching this live right now, they're saying, wow, this woman is a fighter. She's a hero. No, nothing could break her. So I want you to give them some advice. I want you to give some of the viewers that's watching advice, whether it's people who, women or men, because men go through abuse as well, that went
yes, I.
through or going through similar situation. What advice do you have for them? Speak to them.
Okay, the advice I want to give to people out there, right? It start from I will start from the teenagers. Teenagers, adults, and elder folks, which means like those in the 90s going down. who might be listening to me right now, right?
Yes.
I I want to let you know that no matter what, I want to give all of this advice.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a God, through everything you go through, there is a God, right? And if there is hope,
Yes.
and the situation that our life is like, there are different chapters. It's like a book, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And we go through different channels, different chapters. And I'm trying to say to you all, if you skip on, if you start it based on how you have to let go of your past. I love to be outspoken. I learned that on my own. Nobody never teach me that. I learned that on my own by reading and by, talking to myself, talking, and by, putting one together and saying to myself, it doesn't make any sense holding on to the things that makes you uncomfortable in life. I want you all to, like, whenever, like, you feel stressed, you feel like, no one
Hmm.
no one is there for you, do the same thing that I do.
Yes.
Do a little live on on Facebook, do a live. Out of a million, there is one that would be, sick, look into you and will see you for you.
Yeah.
I'm not like me. Don't please nobody. I mean, you're not being selfish to people or being selfish to yourself, but you just blank your mind from what the world or what 1,000 of people will say out of a million
Mm-hmm.
about you. You just be you,
Be you.
and focus on the brighter side. And that is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Even if the darkness is surrounding me, I always see the brighter light. I always look for that bright light to shine.
Yes. Yes.
Because I know one day that I will be where I ask God to put me. And I always ask him to remove me away from even if from my country, and to bring me somewhere else that maybe someone could appreciate me, or someone people could hear me, or always want to be outspoken, want to be out there to help others that going through abuse.
Yes.
Don't stand up to abuse. Stand up to men well as women. If you're
Yes.
in a relationship, based relationship wise, and you find that it doesn't make any sense, or things are like you're uncomfortable with certain things, and you reach to that point now where sometimes you think that you could talk it all with your partner, then you could do so. Go somewhere that you love the most, something that that could make your soul feel exciting, like could give you that joy inside, even if you outside is rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always it's a
Now let me tell you something.
I don't want
Someone said in the chat there. I want to share it with you. A few people are saying. Val said that. Please tell her that I say, that's Val speaking. Stay away from her mother. Sorry. To love her mother from a distance if she wants to elevate. Period. Folks are saying that you should love your mom from a distance and just
exactly.
focus on you. But I want to tell you something though, because based on your story here, and probably I don't know if you heard this before, but I'm going to tell you this. I am very proud of you. I have
Thank you.
nothing but gratitude for everything that you said here, because oftentimes, right, people judge people. People look at someone that might fight or have altercation, and they judge them, right? They damn them to hell. They don't even try to understand what happened to bring the person to that position. They don't even think about that. They don't worry about that. They don't ask about that. So I just want to let you know that I am proud of you, what you've become. You have built from the ashes. And this is a true story of just life. And I firmly believe you're still very young. I firmly believe that with that type of energy that you have, that very positive energy, I think you'll be successful. You are a hero. You are a hero. And don't let anybody tell you anything differently. You are a hero.
No, I want to say something. Um, this something is like in life, something that I learned on my own, right? And I feel like other people might be talking, like giving me advice and stuff. I don't want to be selfish and say like nobody was not talking to me. But at the point in time, like going through my situation, my mindset was not on exactly on that until I end up in the situation and I realized what it is they was trying to tell me.
Right.
And to be honest, to be a life, it's like to overcome certain the hardest time in life. That what makes you a brave person. You know, knowing that you've been through it and you're fighting away, you fight a way out, and you continue being yourself, even if people will criticize you, people will come down at you, people will say have anything. Don't matter what you do. I
True.
learned that on myself.
Yeah.
Seeing that other people on a daily basis, you could do the most. I I would say you could do everything for people like they want. You could give people the most expensive thing they want, whosoever. Like, they will still, if they have to be ungrateful to you, they will still be ungrateful to
Yeah.
you. So
True.
all I'm saying, if they have to you, they will continue being good to you. You understand? But what I'm trying to say to these young people is taking advice, you're not too old, you're not too young to learn from someone.
Yes.
Each one. And if there's someone with me, I've been through my situation and I would tell you all day that I am proud of myself to be outspoken because
Yes.
it's been years I was never like that. It had times like I wanted to talk to somebody, and before I started to like think twice, I have to like it comes suicide thought, like I want to kill myself. All kind of things start running through my mind, like do this to myself, do that, and I talk to myself. I say, here's what, Golan. You always talk about you want to you always want, you want a bright future, you want to travel, you want to be there, you want to make your kids. So you need to start, being yourself.
Yes.
Start use this voice, this loud voice you have, to stand up to the nation and to speak out and let them know exactly how your past was and from where you was to how I come right now, how I is right now.
Yes.
I'm not in a situation. I'm still in need of help, like concerning my house and stuff, because with my children, and
Yes.
I need a little assistance. But what I'm saying is, have your content with it, and just be yourself. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let nobody make you feel less about yourself, because anytime you think that way, you're stuck in your past, and you will keep on the things that you've been through in your past will keep on replaying in your mind, and you'll keep on seeing yourself as a worse, even if you're trying to do good. So you just be yourself, and I'm continuing being myself. Not everybody I will get to like me. Not everybody I will get to love me, or not everybody I will get to support me, or to say, here's what. As I said to myself, one day I want to write a book, and
You
I
should.
want to.
And that book would be that book would be a bestseller. And I think you should go forward. I think you should go forward with it. Even if we have to provide a
Let
little
me
bit
tell
of
you
assistance, but I think you should go forward with it. You have
one
a story
thing.
to tell.
To be honest, I forget your name. To be honest, Mister, I will say to you, that is why I get in touch with you,
Right.
because when I really sit and think about it, 5 o'clock this morning, as funny as it is, I will say something to you. 5 o'clock this morning, I get up and I pray and I talk to God, because based on certain situation I'm going through, it's like I put myself in certain place, like, and I'm fighting to be comfortable at the end of the day, because, it's so sad to know that, after all these years you was home and then you still have a little shelter. and then you have to run from it because of your same individual, who been putting you through so much and to be in someone else's place. And I keep on praying and I asking God, I say, Father, I always think about writing a book. I always wanted to write a book just to share my story. I don't want this to only be here in Grenada. I want it to be all over the world. It could reach all the way in Africa, all over that. With children are being abused, sexually abused, physically, mentally abused. And I just want to give them my experience and to help them to overcome it and give them some of my remedies, I always should say, to give them some of my power to remove themselves from that darkness, and to continue on the journey. Even if you reach 40 years and you said to yourself when you were 7 years that you always wanted to be a person, within that 7 years your life been crashed, continue having that, because let me tell you, age is just a number.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to be, you understand? And I know that one day I would be out there and on talking to people, and I want a journalist to hear me out tonight so that they could assist me. This is why.
Well, listen, I am very interested in seeing how far this could go and assisting wherever we can. I love your story. I think it's very powerful for others. People need that inspiration, and you're a phoenix. You struggle through and you continue to struggle on. So I'm willing to speak with you further to see, how we could go forward in you achieving that goal of writing your book. And I don't mind helping you at all going into that direction. And listen, I know people are watching now and people who will watch this program after, they would say the same thing I'm saying to you right now. You are truly an inspiration to many. And thank you so much for chatting with us, sharing some of your insights, sharing some of your struggles and pain. But it's definitely inspiring for many. Thanks again. And we're going to continue to keep in touch, and as we go through the process of you achieving some of your goals. It's not an obstacle, it's now goals, and it's achievable. We'll make it happen for you. All right?
Thank you very much. I hope to talk to you again.
Yes. We'll keep in touch. We'll absolutely keep in touch off air, and we'll make things happen. All right?
All right.
Thanks again so much. I appreciate you. All right, we'll keep in touch. Yeah, guys, if you never heard a strong, powerful story before, you heard it tonight. Yeah, you heard it tonight, eh? This young lady, she struggled, she toiled, she went through a whole set of problems, stress, ups and downs. And it's sad, right? Because throughout her entire life, as she explained, no one really stood up for her. Her parents, who supposed to be her primary guardian to take care of her during that time period from 7 and up, they took advantage of her. She alleged that her father raped her with a knife in her throat. Her mother told her, in essence, I wish you were dead. Yeah, imagine that. Think about psychologically how that's going to affect you, or anybody for that matter. Your mother don't want you, your father don't want you, right? Being sexually abused by other men. She felt like life wasn't worth living. Multiple times she tried to commit suicide because she just feel like, what is the value of life? Eh? What is the value of life? She couldn't find it nowhere. People took advantage of her. But yet, she was able to smile and at least keep a positive mindset. A lot of people that went through stuff like that, they're not are wrong right now. They're in some mental institution because it is too much. It is simply too much for one human being to actually live through. Wish her all the best, and we're going to help her wherever we can to at least her goal in writing a book, right? I have some ideas. We'll share it with her. Make that dream a reality. Thank you, Right Along Live. We appreciate you guys so much for watching and sharing and being a part of our program. It is always a pleasure. And guys, what we are trying to do, what we will be doing in this new season of the program, yeah, we're in a new season, right? Is bring back some more of those touching stories, right? Where, you know, it could motivate people, it could bring people together. We need to bring people together. People need to hear those stories to inspire and uplift their own lives, all right? So expect to see a lot more stories. And in fact, if you have a story to tell, if you have a story to share, we love to hear it. Your story might positively, not might, will definitely positively impact the lives of others. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program today, guys. We'll be right back.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
On Saturday, March 18th, it's time to report for duty as New Face Promotion presents Revo Dance 19.
Do you know what it means to have a revolution?
Revo Dance 19.
Here I come with love and nothing.
All taking place at 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Get your $40 tickets now. More at the door. For ticket info, contact 347-304-5453. And you must be 21 and over. Music by Exterminator Sound. Live from Canada. From New York, Joe Bailey. Silence. No Apology. DJ Synergy. And DJ Hot Stepper. Table and bottle packages available. Dress code Army Green or camouflage. A special prize for the best dress, male or female. And listen, when you buy your ticket early, you can win a return ticket with JetBlue to Grenada in the month of May and June 2023. It's Revo Dance 19, Saturday, March 18, 178 Newport Street.
For your wedding video production. Now, your wedding day is one of the most important days of your life. It is a day that you would want to cherish and remember forever. That's why it's important to choose the right company to handle your wedding video production. Here are some of the reasons why you should choose us. Professionalism. Now, we are a team of experienced professionals who are dedicated to providing high-quality video production services. We have worked with countless couples to capture their special day and create videos that they can cherish for a lifetime. Attention to details. Now, we understand that every wedding is unique. That's why we take the time to get to know and understand our client's individual need. We pay attention to every detail, from lighting to song to the editing, to ensure that your video is perfect. Creativity. We are always looking for new and innovative ways to capture that special day. We use the latest equipment and techniques to create a video that are both beautiful and unique. Customization. We understand that every couple has different needs and preferences. That is why we offer customizable packages to meet your every need. We work with you to create a package that meets your budget and your vision. And last but not least, customer satisfaction. Now, our goal is to provide you with a video that you would love. We are committed to customer satisfaction, and we work with you in every step of the way to ensure that you're happy with the final product. Choose Ride Along Live for your wedding video production, and let us capture the special day in a way that you can cherish forever. Speak to our dedicated representative. Call 718-701-5720. We travel worldwide. Ride Along Media Group. Always amazing, always exceeding your expectations.
Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc., providing exceptional carpet and cleaning, floor installation, refinishing, home renovations, drywall, painting, plastering, doors and moldings, electrical and plumbing, and much more. We are a one-stop shop for all your professional needs. Give us a call today on 718-221-5572. That is 718-221-5572. Or you can call our cell on 917-939-3192. Check out our sales on all services. We're located at 218 Schenectady Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc.
Oh, Grenada, it's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a Quick Pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.